There we go. After only 30 minutes. What the heck, man?
Has it really already been 30
Well,
minutes?
it's 8:20. We're supposed to start at 8 o'clock. We started at 8:20, so close.
Oh, Dad.
Are you dancing?
Yes, I'm dancing.
Okay, good. Because
Dad, where's our clock?
oh, yeah.
We gotta put on our clock.
And I got to refresh it.
Oh.
There we go.
I somehow turned on the fan with this thing, looking it over.
You're a piece of work, man. Yeah, Touch Portal's
Yes,
just
I
not.
am.
Touch Portal's not working for me tonight. I do not know why. Hey everybody, welcome to the Gene Pool Variety Hour. This is episode 47. I am
47.
Sean. I am the very frustrated old cranky dude right now. I'm also Dad, and the guy over another screen is.
And I am Connor, and I obviously bring the energy, the passion, and the funny to this duo.
I need to bring the woo-saw right now, okay? So I definitely need some woo-saw action going on to chill me out because I don't like it when I like it when things work, and that's what I like about technology usually. What I really don't like in my life is when technology doesn't work like it's supposed to. Like right now.
What's Wusa again? I forget.
It's from Bad Boys 2. When the police captain went to the
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that guy. So anyway, this is Gene Pool Variety Hour. We're a father and son ADHD nerd duo that like to talk
Autistic.
Well,
I
okay,
am.
okay. So we like to talk about nerdy stuff. We usually
And drink.
Okay. We usually review a random movie. We do a random geek question. We have a little debate about, and
We just talk about ourselves.
Well, we're not narcissistic. We don't just sit and talk about ourselves. We're not like a talk show, radio show host. So that's kind of what we
what's
do.
new with you?
We always start with just kind of talking about what's going on in our life. We put a timer on our screen because we tend to ramble on. Two episodes ago, we went for an hour and 46 minutes, and that was just the audio part of the podcast, not the whole stream. So I instituted a clock to keep us on time. So that's what we do. So we're gonna
What
just
we always do, baby.
So it's what we're gonna do, and why don't we start with
If
what's
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
like we always do, and talk about what's been going on. And we don't have to talk about like work, life stuff, but I mean any fun stuff, any interesting stuff been going on.
Excuse me.
All right, dude, bring it on.
What? Bring what on?
I don't know. Bring the funny. Just come on. Give us the jokes, man. Give us the jokes.
These are the jokes, kid. Oh, I love that movie. Who plays Mike Wazowski? I can't. I gotta know now. Who plays Mike Wazowski?
I need to go find. Hey, thanks for the follow, Flying.
Riley, thank you so much for the follow.
I need to go find like an old roller coaster car and steal the handles off and attach it to this table. Just hold on and with you. I can't keep
Crystal,
up with you.
thank you, Mitch.
I can't keep up with you. I mean, I was preoccupied. I didn't know that you didn't know it was Billy Crystal. So
No, I didn't know. Anyway, let's see. Oh, me and Nikki have instituted something new into our lives.
yeah.
From now on, every Monday it's going to be game night.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do board games, video games, card games. Sometimes we'll invite her friends over. Sometimes we'll go over to her parents, and then hopefully one day when I get friends, we'll invite them over.
I think that's cool, Connor.
Yeah. It's just recently with how much work I've been doing and how much work she's been doing. We just haven't seen a lot of each other, and it's messing with my self-esteem and worldview a bit.
Oh, okay. Well, how is it messing with your worldview?
You know how I'm the eternal optimist.
Yes.
I've been less that lately.
You've been temporally optimist, not eternally optimist, right?
Yes, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's not good because that's not you.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, I might as well turn my tablet completely off here because I'm having to
Yes, just do it.
And so
I can do the sound effects.
So guess who needs to start saving up for a stream deck?
Me or you? You do.
It's always reverse. I'll raise the wrong hand, and so anyway.
Just do this and raise it up to head level.
Yes, Mitch, you are the eternal optimist around here. So anyway, so okay, anything else besides game night? Any other kind of fun stuff?
Let's see. My D&D group has been taking off really, really well.
Including, you have one of your teammates here.
Players here, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, Riley. He's
almost said Ryan, sorry.
He plays Balasar, our Dragonborn fighter.
Ah. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So, okay. Weather been okay up there?
It's been an odd mixture of super cold, super hot, rainy, cloudy, and sunny.
So pretty much all of it.
Yes, it's been basically all the weather except for sleet and snow.
I want all the weathers, right? Okay. So down here,
it's better than being down there when literally it's either blistering hot or raining.
You haven't really you moved up there in late June last year, so you had some summer up there. Anyway, so it's down here on this end. Destiny, probably gonna do some more Destiny tonight. May do some Borderlands with the guys tonight. I don't know what we're planning tonight. I will tell you that I had a super interesting Destiny night last night. I was playing some last night, and I was playing with this clan that I'm in, and we did one of the exotic missions and ran through it just fine. And there was 2 fire teams of 3, each doing the same mission, but we're all in the same chat room together. We're all in the same, And so we're all calling stuff out in our particular mission and confusing each other because we were in different parts of the mission. It was bizarre. But then the 3 of us decided to do a dungeon, do the prophecy dungeon, and we got all the way to the end to the boss and died with about 33% left of his health, which means we had to go back and start the boss fight all over again. Oh, and then we got it down again to about literally less than 10% health. And we wiped it again. And we had. I said, guys, that's it. It's after midnight. I literally had to be at work this morning at 0600. So for some exercises that they were doing, I'm like, I gotta be up in like 4 hours. So so I've got a game save checkpoint there. So we might do that tonight. But anyway, been doing that. Been playing Journey to the Savage Planet. Some have been streaming that. That's been kind of funny. Think No Man's Sky, but just one planet and really weird humor.
I've never played No Man's Sky, Dad.
No, okay. Well, anyway, you're exploring planets and this kind of stuff. This one is a whole lot easier, and it's funny. So I've been doing that. What else? Other stuff that I'm looking forward to. I know that the Snyder Cut of Justice League came out that everybody's super excited about. I'm probably going to watch it. I don't really know anything about the DC universe movies. I know Mitch does. That's his thing. And the only DC movie that I've seen is Wonder Woman, the first one. But everybody says it's really good, but I think it's like 4 hours long. So that's on my
movies nowadays getting longer and longer for some reason.
See, as Mitch said, it's amazing. And I'm gonna go watch it on a Plex server showing near me. I'll just leave it at that. And then, but the other thing that I want to start is, WandaVision just finished their season last week or the week before.
Well, I'm not gonna get into that.
It was really good. You really should watch it. Falcon and the Winter Soldier starts today.
Now,
so that one
is that a movie or a series?
It's a series. Both of them were. WandaVision was a series.
Disney.
This is a series.
I know WandaVision was a series, but here's come on, Disney.
But no, dude, it fills in a lot of gaps in between the movies, story wise and stuff. And everybody's talking about, is there going to be a second season of WandaVision? Everybody's saying that's pretty much going to be Doctor Strange 2. The rumor that I've heard
is Doctor Strange 2 going to be a series or a movie?
The rumor that I heard, no, it's going to be a movie. But the rumor that I've heard is that Scarlet Witch is going to be kind of the central figure of Phase 4. I don't know if that's true or not, but anyway. So that's the stuff that I've been doing lately.
Well, now that Tony is dead, that Tony's got to be it.
Yeah. So that's all been going on. On a darker note, on a somber note, I've lost 2 people that I know this week. A high school classmate of mine passed away over the weekend. I'm not going to go into details or anything, just to respect family and respect privacy. And then someone else that I know, kind of extended through work, but I knew her pretty well. She passed away yesterday, so it's been kind of yucky. And so it makes me appreciate things like this more, you know?
Nikki lost one of her favorite residents the other day.
Oh yeah. You told me that she lost one a few weeks ago, right? And so this is another one. Okay. Well, so that's the yucky side of life. This is our fun side of life, to just kind of forget about the
It's supposed
problems
to be
for a while.
fun,
So let's have some fun. Let's do
let's go
something.
have fun.
So, okay, but I've got to find our sound effects, because we got to use those.
I can do our sound effects.
No, I'm not going to have you do our sound effects. Please
Oh,
don't.
come on.
Please,
I can do a pretty good Schwarzenegger. I can do a pretty good chicken. I can do the camera roll.
I have got to find. No. Well, darn it. Anyway, I hate that I don't have my stuff here. It's really upsetting me. So I guess we can just do the geek question without our sound effect, because I can't find it. Do you want to do the geek question, or do you want to do the movie first? I keep forgetting what we do. We do the geek question first, right?
I've got some questions I need answered. No, wait, dang it. What is it?
I have some questions.
Some
And I want
questions
them
for you.
answered immediately. Yeah. So that is the very, very poor southern.
Shut up. That was on point.
So this is where we do a geek question. We pull out a random geek question, or we make one up, or sometimes, like tonight, we pull one off of Geek Questioner Twitter account. And so I'm trying to remember exactly how it's worded. This is close enough. So the geek question tonight is, and I really like it when you guys throw in your own ideas, but it's like, well, hold on. I want to pull it up here because I want to get the wording right, and we were just talking about it earlier. So,
Ooh, hello. That did not
Okay.
taste good. It tastes like pickles. I haven't even eaten pickles. What the heck?
This is like the most yucky episode so far, man. Okay. Okay. Here's
Now
the question.
It's basically yucky too. What the heck?
Okay, I finally got the question, and you know what? I'm just going to do this while we're hanging out here, because I need to have some kind of sound going on in here. So I'm going to do that. So
That helped.
I just have to have some sound in here, and Touch Portal has made me super angry, because it was working right before we started, and then all of a sudden it stopped working and everything froze. So here's the geek question, and I want everybody that's in the chat room, and I want you guys to throw out some ideas too. What fictional story would be the worst or best, depending on your viewpoint, dark and gritty reboot, and why? So what movie or story do you think would make the worst dark, gritty reboot that you can think of? Okay.
How do you define dark and gritty?
Okay. All right. I think a great example of this is what we were just talking about with the whole DC Universe movies. Okay. That Snyder went really dark and gritty with the Batman, Superman movies and the Justice League. He went really dark and gritty with that stuff, and a lot of people didn't.
I've seen none of those, Dad.
I know. Well, I'm just giving you. You asked for an example. I gave you one. So dark and gritty, where it's like, okay, the Batman movies, like, Dark Knight Rises, right? That was dark and gritty.
I haven't seen any of the Batman movies, Dad.
Okay. I can't answer your question then. I can't answer your question then.
I'm sure there are other movies besides freaking Batman that are dark and gritty. I mean, Dad, it would be like if I was describing classic anime tropes using freaking Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. You would have no idea what I'm talking about.
I know. So they're just okay. Do you know what dark means? Like a dark movie. It's heavy and yucky and
Dark is darkest in lighting, darkest in story base, darkest in plots, darkest in characters.
Yes, all of that.
Okay, so Limehouse Golem.
Yeah, that was a dark and gritty movie. It was a period
Okay.
piece, but
Okay,
yeah,
Pinocchio.
a dark and gritty Pinocchio. Okay, I got to hear the plot line for this one. I got to
Okay,
hear the go. Well, okay,
Dad,
the dark
Dad,
and what?
Dad, you know the story of Pinocchio, right?
Yeah, but tell me how you're going to make it dark and gritty, because it's already kind of dark,
Um,
scary storyline, right?
the Disney interpretation isn't. The original story is hecka dark.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. So tell me. I don't know the original story. I never read the original story. Well, we're having a great argumentative night tonight, aren't we? This is this is like we're sitting at home like we used to,
Oh, shut up.
complaining
It's
and
not
arguing
that
all the time.
bad.
So
Anyway,
since okay,
well, let's see.
I'm gonna give you
Well,
I'm gonna give you Michael Scott. Talk to me like I'm 5 years old.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. A Geppetto, instead of being a widely known puppet maker, he is very poor, barely
like-
having any sort of.
I like Mitch's
barely having-
interpretation way better.
Oh
Yep.
my God,
Yeah, that's dark and gritty right there. Yep.
that's more sadistic than anything.
Doesn't matter. I like that one much better than probably what the original story was. So that's what I mean. Make it dark and gritty.
Okay, can you let me finish?
Sure.
I was gonna say, hey, you know how a Geppetto in the first place wished for Pinocchio to be alive so that he could have a son, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In this version, he would only wish for Pinocchio so that he could sell him and make money that way.
Okay.
And then Pinocchio would basically be a living toy, and being sold from place to place to place, never having a true home and constantly moving around, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Dark, gritty, and then until eventually he it turns into a sort of Chucky situation.
Pinocchio, the killer puppet.
He strangles people with his strings.
Okay, that's dark. I like the impaling with the nose better, but because
That's too obvious and more comical than anything, and can really turn down a dirty path, if you know what I mean.
It's true. But imagine impaling somebody in the face and looking them eye to eye, literally, as his nose comes out the back of their head.
But that's the thing. His nose. It's not like a spear. It's just a knot that grows and grows and grows. You know. And again, it's basically carved up plywood. It's not like he's made out of pure hardened 100-year oak. You know.
Wait, how do you know that he was made out of plywood? I mean, he was an Italian puppet maker. It was an art that, so I'm sure it was solid, like acacia wood or olive or oak or something like that. That's a strong wood. I'm sure it wasn't just like balsa wood where you like make little model airplanes out, right? So,
But anyway, and then basically Pinocchio would run away and spend his unnatural life
mhm.
living in temptation, and like he did on that island in the movie,
Yeah.
drinking, smoking, lying, and it's basically embracing all the bad parts of humanity because it's the only thing that gives him joy.
And he becomes like the leader of the island. He takes over, right?
Yeah, he literally becomes the immortal king of that island because he's a puppet. He
Yeah.
can't die unless someone literally burns him or tosses him into a freaking wood chipper.
Yeah. Well, so All right, so Pinocchio, that's one of yours, right? Now Mitch was
that's one of
talking about
mine.
said that Return to Oz was a dark version of Wizard of Oz. I never saw Return to Oz, so I don't know.
I never saw anything involving Oz whatsoever.
I mean, we used to watch Wizard of Oz. Back in the day when there's like 3 channels, you had movies that would come on once a year. You had Wizard of Oz, you had the Charlie Brown Christmas and things. They were like events, right?
You know the myth, right? Adam, you know the myth
The myth of what? Wizard of Oz?
of of the dead person swinging around in one of the scenes in Wizard of Oz. Yes,
No.
literally.
Is it a myth or is it like an urban legend?
Urban legend, but in older versions of the movie, recent remastered versions have it edited out, but in original versions of the movie, literally in the background of a scene of them walking through a forest, you can clearly see in the background, far enough that it wasn't caught in on first review, but on other viewings, you can see someone swinging around hung by the neck. So committed suicide on set.
Interesting. Okay. I'll have to look that up. That's kind of like the urban legend about the woman that got killed when Rose Royce recorded Roller Coaster, because you hear screaming in the background. The truth is that didn't happen. That was the
wait.
That was
dead.
What?
Listen to what Mitch said earlier. Snow White and the 7 STDs is also a darker version of a family-friendly story.
Yeah, but you also notice that he also says that it is an urban legend, that it wasn't really a person hanging. And
I don't think it is.
Well, okay. When it comes to movie knowledge, I'm gonna side with Mitch on this. You do realize he could start, because I sent him a link on Twitter the other day because somebody put up that somebody started their own movie rental out of their basement because they had so many DVDs, and I just told him, I'm like, dude, you've got the collection. You have no idea the collection that this guy has. Okay,
Thousands.
I don't know, but I do know that I've heard him talk about buying a Blu-ray or and then finding later that he'd already bought it and forgot he had bought it. So he has like so he likes having the physical copies of movies. So
Dude,
so trust me.
I've been telling Mr. Sexton, and he has enough on his Plex server to literally create his own streaming service. He has hundreds of TV shows, hundreds of movies, of everything.
Thousands.
Oh my God!
Thousands. Okay. Now
How are even that many movies?
Look. But Mr. Sexton, I don't know how legally all those digital recordings are. So of course he couldn't start his own streaming service. So copyright issues. Anyway, moving.
He rents them and then downloads them.
Okay, let's move away from legal discussions of copyright issues with movies, please. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till you're older and can pick up on cues that you need to be picking up on a live stream.
Dad, I'm tipsy. I have no filter. Deal with it.
When do you ever have a filter?
More often than you think.
Yeah, anyway, okay. So the first movie I thought of, because look, you said that Pinocchio, the Disney version, was a light version of the real story, which was pretty dark.
Yes.
And my thinking more was taking a movie that nobody would ever, it didn't come from dark material, nobody would ever interpret it as light and to turn it back dark, but just take one that is usually, they would take a movie that everybody is like, it's like a beloved movie to everybody. So I would like to see a dark, twisted, psychological thriller version of Mrs. Doubtfire. That's what I want to see.
Of a psychologically crazy, messed up dad trying to kidnap his kids.
No, not kidnapping his kids, but he still
killing his ex-wife.
He still becomes this character of Mrs. Doubtfire. But it's not. It's not. And yes, it starts out with spending time with his kids, but then it becomes more obsessive stalking of his ex-wife and her boyfriend.
And he kills the boyfriend.
And as he's doing these things, and he's wearing this outfit more and more, he starts to be confused of the lines between reality and fantasy, and which identity is real. Is he Mrs. Doubtfire, or is he? And so it becomes this psychological, multiple personality disorder, stalking, psychological thriller thing.
So
hey, Jacob, what's up, buddy?
So he tries to then hook up with the boyfriend.
No,
as Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, but what I'm saying is that's what I want to say. I want to see a dark. I want to see. Now Robin Williams has played dark roles, but
oh yeah, wasn't he in SVU one time?
I don't know about that, but he did. He played a couple of movies.
He was in an. I didn't know of any dark roles he played.
Right, Mitch? Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire crossed with Psycho. Something like that. That would be pretty wild.
Norman! And isn't that Psycho?
Yes. Oh, hello! Norman! So, yes. So, that would be interesting. Let's take Let's take... Yes, 1 hour photo. Yes, and then wasn't he also in a movie with, was it Pacino? Where, I mean, I know the 1 hour photo where he took pictures, but then wasn't there another one of Insomnia or something? I thought he was in that one too. Anyway, but yeah, so he's done a couple of dark.
Oh, I've got a good one. I've got a good one.
But before you answer, hey Jacob, the question we're trying to answer is, if you could take any fictional story or movie, and turn it into a dark, gritty version of itself, what would that movie be, and what would make it so horrible or so good? Okay, so Connor's first answer was Pinocchio, and then mine was Mrs. Doubtfire. It's turned into a dark, psychological, stalking thriller thing. So if you got one of these you'd like to do, that would be cool. So you have another one, Connor? I haven't really thought of another one, but what's another one?
Have you ever heard of the Adam Sandler movie Jack and Jill?
No.
Basically.
I mean, I've heard of the story of Jack and Jill, yes, but not the Addams Family. No.
In this one, when Adam Sandler plays, I think it's an ad executive, and he has this twin, Jill, and his name is Jack. And basically she is this wild tornado of crazy and impulsiveness.
Yeah.
But for some reason, one of his clients really, really likes her, and I mean really likes her. So one time, Jack literally dresses up as Jill, since they're twins, they look exactly alike, and tries to get the client to do a commercial. I want to see a dark version of this, where literally Jack and Jill are the same person, but Jack has concocted Jill as this whole adult version, when in reality Jill died as a baby. And so all these interactions are basically in his head, kind of like a whole Norman Bates thing.
Okay, I know Brandon just put up Airbud, but he gets bit by the rabies infested bats from Cujo.
He said the same thing about Beethoven.
Oh god. So anyway,
oh my gosh, a giant rabies crazed Saint Bernard, that would be a literal nightmare.
Yeah,
that dog would rule the streets. Oh my god.
I'm trying to think. Oh, here's one. Let's do a remake of Christine, but let's let it be Herbie the Love Bug. Now that dates me. You have no idea what I'm talking about, Connor.
What? I know what Herbie the Love Bug is.
But I'm sure. But Jacob and Mitch, yeah. Let's turn Herbie the Love Bug movie into like a Christine remake. That would be fun. That would be fun. I would like to see that. So,
Dad, wait.
What?
What's the name of the movie with the girl that has the psychic powers, gets blood drinks on her at prom?
Carrie. Yeah.
Carrie. That, but it's Annie.
Okay. I was thinking, what's that movie? Such and such and Romy go to the prom and make that a Carrie movie. But no, Mitch just
Oh,
said,
come on, that'd be a good one. And Annie had a hard life. If anything, should go bat crap crazy with psychic powers, it would be her.
yeah. But Flubber, except make it the Blob.
When he bounces off things, they burn with acid.
Yeah. Well, no, not like a gelatinous cube D&D, but like the horror movie The Blob. So
I've never seen. I've never seen.
right,
The
I
Blob.
know. So yeah, you know what, dude, and I love
I've
that.
seen The Thing.
The Highwayman.
That was freaking scary.
Is that the one that had Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson in it? Wasn't it? I think it was.
Who's Kevin
Oh.
Costner?
Kevin. Okay. All right. You need to drink some water or coffee. We've got
I don't
30.
like coffee. I'm good.
We have 29 minutes and 38 seconds to go. So let's just move on. Okay. So.
if
Yeah,
you
Carrie,
say so.
right? That's what I'm saying. Carrie's already pretty dark and gritty, but we're talking about taking like another movie, Pretty in Pink, and let's make it a Carrie version of Pretty in Pink.
Oh
That
my
would be
god.
fun. And Ducky's a serial killer. That's it. Ducky's the serial killer in the movie. That's it. Okay.
The Donga need food. Is that Pretty in Pink? Or,
No, that's
or-
16
or
Candles.
16 Candles.
That's it. You got to know your 80s movie. That's
16
16 Candles.
It's hard when. Okay. Hey.
I
Molly
know.
Ringwald
I don't know why
basically
there's such a
plays-
delay. So
Molly Ringwald basically plays three people, three of the same person in four different movies. You know, she's basically the same person in three movies.
okay, which
Breakfast
three?
Club,
Yeah.
Pretty in Pink, and 16 Candles. Basically the same person in all three movies.
Not at all. In one, she was the rich, stuck-up girl. In one, she was the poor girl that lived with her dad alone. Mom left them, and she lived on the wrong side of the tracks. In the third one, she was just a normal middle-class girl. Completely different. All three characters were completely different. Sorry. Same actress, completely different characters, but that's okay. Thanks for playing.
I think I do need to
Take the consolation
drink
prize.
some water.
So
I do need to drink
let's.
some
All
water.
right. So I'm going to pull it. I got to move you along here, buddy. So how about we talk about our movie? Let's jump in and talk about this movie that we absolutely loved. Okay. So
Yeah,
how
I
about the
guess.
next segment of Roll for Credits, and hopefully this. There we go. I timed it right this time. Having to do this manually tonight. All right. So in this segment of Roll for Credits, we watched a 2017 movie from Korea called Along with the Gods.
Along with the Gods.
Along with the Gods, The Two Worlds. And that's the name of okay. And there was no English language to it at all. I mean, it was Korean, and a lot of times they'll dub in English, but this had no English, so it was completely subtitled, which was hard for
I
me.
was right at home.
Because you do anime all the time. For me, it was super hard because I loved watching this movie, but if I watched the movie, I had no idea what was being said, so I had to watch the subtitles to know what was being said, and then I couldn't watch the movie. That was, for ADHD people, that's too hard. That's too hard for me.
It's easy for me. What are you talking about?
Well, because you've had training at it. Because you've watched anime. I'm just like, it's your
You
workout
make it sound
program.
like it's a skill.
Well, apparently it is, because I don't have it.
I just sit and watch.
So here's the deal with this movie, okay?
The trick is keep your eyes in the middle.
All right, so this movie from 2017, it's the little tagline is, after a heroic death, a firefighter navigates the afterlife with the help of three guides, okay? And so kind of the just a rundown of the plot here, and I'll just read this rundown of the plot. It says, having died unexpectedly, firefighter Zhang Hong, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is taken to the afterlife by three afterlife guardians. Only when he passes 7 trials over 49 days and proves he was innocent in human life, he's able to reincarnate. And his 3 afterlife guardians are by his side to defend him in all those trials. Okay? So that's the whole point of this movie. And so this guy dies, and he gets identified by these guardians in the afterlife as a paragon, which is apparently somebody that lived a very good life. But according to, and I think I wrote it down. Okay. Yeah. So according to, and this was at the very beginning of the movie, that according to Buddhist scripture, when a person reaches the afterlife, they're judged 7 times over the course of 49 days. Tried by deceit, insolence, injustice, betrayal, violence, murder, and filial impiety, which is about family stuff, I guess. Only the souls who pass all the trials are reincarnated. And so, of course, at first it made me think about, the 7 deadly sins: lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. And so the whole movie is this guy going through the afterlife with these guardians, kind of going to each one of these different gods: the god of deceit, the god of insolence, the god of betrayal, all this stuff, and having
violence,
and having to defend his life. They're defending him. Each god has their little prosecutors that kind of lay out a case against this guy, and the guardians have to defend him.
It's the same 2 prosecutors.
Well, right, they go
movie.
from one place to the other. So that's the premise of the movie, and they're going through all these places to try. And the reason why they're motivated, the 3 guardians, is because they were all former of this life as well, and they had all died and became these guardians. And if they are able to
reincarnate 49 souls with them,
you're way too close.
Century.
Back up from the mic a little bit.
I am. If they're able to reincarnate and to successfully defend 49 souls within 1 century, they all get reincarnated, and they can choose who to be reincarnated as.
Right. So they don't actually do reincarnate. If they guide 49 people through that process and they get reincarnated, then they get rewarded by getting reincarnated. So they're all motivated, right? And then bad stuff starts happening in the afterlife, because what turns out is there's a vengeful spirit back in our world that's wreaking havoc, and it's a vengeful spirit that's somehow connected to this Jia Hong character.
Jia Hong.
And so the main guardian guy has to go back to this world to investigate all that, while the other 2 continue along with him through all these trials. So that's the premise of the movie. There's so much to it. It was a 2 hour and 20-minute movie,
basically.
And I loved every minute of it. I loved every minute of this movie.
To 2 hours in general, even if you don't count opening credits and closing credits.
Whatever. So it's over 2 hours long. But I didn't feel like it was 2 hours long. It was fun. I thought it was paced really well. The acting, guys, and look, because I don't understand the language, I just have to go by body language, and it looked like they were doing a really good job conveying their words and conveying their feelings. I guess, because I didn't know what they were saying, and half the time I was reading words at the bottom of the screen. The action sequences were great. Visual effects were fantastic. Animation
was off the charts. We're talking freaking Avengers level in some areas. It was awesome.
Yeah, it really was. There's one scene. Excuse me. There's one scene where, what was the main guardian's name again?
Main guardian, and there are 3 main guardians. Do you mean the girl, the jerk, or the boss?
The main guardian, the main one. Because we only knew 3 the whole movie. So the main one of the 3.
The boss of the boss of the jerk, or the girl. They're all the main guardians. You need specifics, Dad.
The main one of the 3, the boss. Pretty clear.
The boss. Awesome. Gong Rim. Well, Dad,
sometimes being your father is so frustrating.
All he had to say, he was the one that went to the living world.
I thought I was pretty clear which one I was talking about.
No. Gong Rim.
Okay. These names look a lot better on paper than when we say them out loud. They sound really kind of not appropriate when we say them out loud. But anyway, so he had to go back, and there was a part where he was chasing this vengeful spirit, because what they're supposed to do is they were supposed to destroy this vengeful spirit by fire and destroy its body. That's what they're supposed to do. But it turns out the vengeful spirit was Jahong's brother who had died without, and after Jahong had died, he got killed. Suhong. He got accidentally shot. He was in the military. And
by basically Korean Forrest Gump.
Kinda, yeah. So and then there was a huge cover up about it. And so he just became this vengeful spirit, which was wreaking havoc in the afterlife for his brother.
Should we tell him how he died?
No. Let them, because I would look. I know it's a Korean movie. There's no English words in it at all, but it's current. It's a lot of good action, a good storyline, a good.
I agree. Amazing storyline.
It was really a good storyline in terms of the family and the reason why he did everything that he did. And of course, it looks bad in some spots moving up towards the end until you get the whole story with his family. But yeah, because it was just his mom and him and his little brother. So I would highly encourage folks to watch it. And there's a couple of they're not really twists. It's just important plot points that are really interesting that are worth watching. But yeah, it is. I mean, it is full on action. The scenes where Gangnam or whatever his name is chasing Gangrim is chasing the vengeful spirit. I mean, it's of course the vengeful spirit is like flying like a laser through the air, a ghost kind of thing. But this guy is doing all this almost
Nightcrawler stuff.
Almost Nightcrawler.
Blip.
So, it's just. The special effects
blipping from one place to another, and he's got this freaking flaming whip sword.
Yeah. So the action sequences are really good. The
Hey
fight.
Wamak has this flaming dual sword thing.
Back up, please. Thank you. That hurts my ears.
Before you used to tell me to get closer to my mic. Now you're telling me to get farther away from my mic.
Because something's different tonight. Something's different about the sound. You're way louder than you usually are, and I can't figure out what's causing that. But anyway,
I'm sorry.
No. I'm just trying to adjust on the fly. That's what we do.
But the thing that I liked about the Guardians were their weapons and their abilities. I mean,
well, two of them had weapons.
The other one had the ability to literally go through all of Jahong's life like she was watching a movie.
Right, that was her skill. To give
which I think is really cool.
Basically, give all the information in order to present their case for the defense.
Yeah.
The other two were kind of gave their defense, and the other two, hey, what's up? So that was her job.
Oh, dude, what's up?
To give them information.
That's another one of my players.
Okay, to give them information for their defense, and the other ones kind of did the defense, and they were also kind of the defenders and the guardians of them through there. That's why they had the weapons, and they fought the bad guys that came. And as the vengeful spirit was wreaking havoc in the afterlife, more vengeful spirits and animals and creatures and stuff were trying to chase them down, and they're constantly fighting. So, you know what? I've been thinking about doing that. I started watching the first couple of episodes, and I got through the first couple of episodes, but I haven't really followed it through.
Did we just get another subscriber?
Yeah, Duxter did. Yeah, he just subscribed.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
that's and that's my other guy from Australia.
Oh, what's up? So,
good eye there. It's gonna be a bonus stream.
I'm not. You go right ahead. I'm not good with accents. So
you can do one voice and that's it.
I can do one voice that I made up. That's it. So what else do we want to say about this movie? Because I have so many things that I loved about this movie.
Oh, dude, good luck.
That the two guys that came in, Connor's friends, are in his D&D group, and they're actually in Australia because Connor does his D&D group online, and so he's got two of his players in his group because Connor's the DM. So two of his guys joined from Australia. So they're
really good players.
Yeah,
and they're really cool.
So
they they let me be stupid with my accents, and I really appreciate them for it.
So, but there's also humor in this movie that the other male guardian, and it starts with an H. What's his name again?
Let's see. It's Heya Womak.
Okay, that guy.
Okay, Dad.
He was kind of
it's easy. Hey, wo, na, mak. Say it with me. Hey, wa, ma, nak.
that. Okay, moving on. So, anyway, he was funny. He kind of was sarcastic and would make all these little quips and stuff. And he blurted something out at one point in the movie that really kind of messed things up for a while. But and he was impulsive and he was impetuous, but still he had the same goal that everybody else did. He wanted this guy to get through. But he was funny. There was one point where I think it's when they're falling through all the rocks or something, and something happens, and he says, "Dude, you're like a Korean Avenger." He literally said, "You're like
the firemen should join the Avengers."
Yeah. He said you should join the.
And earlier he also made a Saving Private Ryan reference.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan, and then my favorite reference was the last scene in the movie. I'll get to that in a minute, but anyway, so if you like action, and you like special effects, and you like kind of this whole different levels of the afterlife and all of that. It was just so cool. So, just to give you an idea, because I wrote them down, the different areas were like, okay, murder judged if your past actions influence someone's death. Indolence judged if the noble life that you were given was wasted. Deceit would judge the lies that you've told people in your life. Injustice
He told a lot.
But there were reasons why. Injustice judges your refusal to help those in need, especially for selfish gains. Betrayal judges the cold-hearted of people who they betrayed their faith or trust. Violence was, of course, any physical attacks on others. And filial impiety judges your dishonor or disrespect of your one's parents, elders, or ancestors. So, and the cool thing was...
Dude did a lot of stuff.
And the cool thing was, each one of those areas of the afterlife, with those different areas of what they called hell, look different. The gods of those different areas were completely different. The way those people were punished in each of those areas was completely different, and they kind of fit appropriately to whatever the sin was, whatever, it was really creative. It was really creative.
The thing that sorry, drunk mouth.
Okay.
The thing that I found the most intuitive was honestly the hell of violence, with the rocks and everything.
Hell of violence? Okay. Moving on.
That's what it was called.
Okay.
Anyway, basically he how they were punished for beating everyone up was basically diving into sort of constantly shifting anti-gravity well and being constantly pelted with rocks and with other people.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't move at all. You yourself couldn't move at all except flail around by this unknown force that kept on getting pimp slapped by rocks, body slammed by other people, and just you're constantly being hurt.
I need to go see the Russian Avengers. Mitch just talked about.
I think I saw a clip of that. Mitch, this is important. Does the Where Grizzly by chance have a machine gun? Because if he does, I may have seen a clip of this earlier today and not realized it. Does he have a machine gun? For first in his arms and then mounted on his back.
See, yes, there you
go. I gotta see it now.
Well, it would be the Russians that would come up with some kind of bizarre knockoff. So, anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to think if there was something else. Yeah, we all need to see this, right? I need to see the Russian Avengers movie. You guys need to see this movie, and there's a sequel because they said, if these Guardians can get 49 people to get to their reincarnation within 100 years, they get to get reincarnated. Well, this guy in this movie, he was the 48th. Okay.
And then someone else became the 49th at the
and
end.
then is possibly going to be the 49th. And it turns out his brother, they're going to try to bring him through and get him reincarnated. And there's a sequel to this movie where they're trying to get his brother through. There's a sequel.
And it freaking ended with a freaking, set up to a badass battle scene.
Oh, yeah. So, right. But, and here's the thing, just to let you guys know that it's not just, hey, this was a cool movie, it was fun. It was apparently well done. And well received. I went and looked at awards, and it won kind of like the Korean version of the Oscars for visual effects, for director, for screen. I mean, it won lots of awards. Over there. Of course, nothing here because it wasn't really distributed here. But so it's really well done. I don't know what the sequel is going to look like, but I'm going to go watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's pretty easy to watch. Both of them are. And I couldn't say enough about it, other than the only thing about the movie that I didn't like, and it was just like, oh, really? It's kind of annoying. Towards the end of the movie, everybody gets super emotional. I mean, like anime movie over emotional type emotion. I mean, so much so that so many tears are running down faces. I take
offense to that.
They're exaggerated, right? In anime movies, emotions are exaggerated. In this movie, towards the end, it was kind of super over-exaggerated emotion. And I'm like, okay, well, that...
So you're saying...
But that just may be that culture. That, so I'm not discounting it. It just reminded me of kind of anime movie kind of emotion. But that
Never
just...
heard of Tubi.
But that just may be how Koreans express their emotion. I don't know. So I'm not slamming it. It's just that was the vibe it gave me. Other than that, absolutely love the movie. But, and spoiler, and it's not really a spoiler, but my favorite scene in the reference in the movie was at the very end. They're getting ready to kind of take this other guy and start this whole process again.
A whole other set of Guardians.
Right. And all of a sudden, somebody shows up, and he was what, the trickster god? What was he? I forgot what his name was.
The trickster god of the house.
Right. Okay. He's the trickster. That's right. He's the trickster god of the house. And
dang, he's cute.
And it was the guy, for those of you that seen Train to Busan. He was the big
wrestler guy.
He was the big wrestler, hulky guy that everybody loved, right? It was that
guy who had the pregnant wife.
Right. It was that guy. It was that actor. And they said, wow, he's cute. And he said, oh, no, he needs to be on a train to hell or something. And I laughed my rear end off because clearly they're referencing, Train to Busan. Connor didn't pick up on it. I thought that was great. So, yes.
Asian Elvis.
Yes. The Asian Elvis. That guy. The Asian Elvis. Yes. That dude. I forgot
that's what we called him.
That dude. So I thought that was hilarious. That just made me laugh at the end of the movie. So if you like action movies, if you like storylines with this kind of stuff and action sequences and special effects and kind of superhero-ish kind of things, definitely go check this out.
And awesome weaponry.
Yeah. I mean, this flaming sword, the flaming double sword almost looked like Darth Maul's. Yeah. Dual lightsaber.
But can Darth Maul's lightsaber also separate into two sabers, or separate into one awesome single-edged saber?
Oh, that I don't know.
Yeah, no, it cannot.
Well, it can break into two, and he can do it dual wield, but he can't turn it. Yeah,
no. I think in the movie we only saw it as the one. He use it as one. But then extend it out and press the second button and have another blade come out the end.
Okay, maybe so. Anyway, I thought it broke off. Maybe that's another Jedi or whatever that could do that. Anyway, so check it out. Again, it's on Amazon Prime, and you have a sequel if you want to continue the story, which I plan on doing.
6 copies of what, Dexter? Of Train to Busan, the swords, what?
By the way,
that's what I'm curious about.
right. And by the way, I mean, and I'm not a zombie movie fan at all, but I love Train to Busan. Absolutely love
loved
that
it
movie.
too.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Zombies have always kind of messed me up just because I don't know. There's something about them that I cannot get over.
Yeah.
But the way they animated them here, it's they were awesome in that movie. But we already reviewed that. That was like episode 34 or something.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's all we got to say about this movie. I can't say enough about what I liked about it because I liked everything
Same
about
here.
it.
Same
The only thing I told Colin about is I wish they'd provided an English dub, not because I didn't want to hear the true actors' voices, but so that I could listen and watch the screen and not have to divide my attention between the movie and the words. Because I wanted to understand what they were saying, but I also wanted to see the action at the same time, and that was super hard for me to do. So I completely agree, Mitch. I mean, yeah, and I could care less about Walking Dead or any of that stuff, but Train to Busan I absolutely loved. And I know that there's a sequel that came out from that, and I never got around to seeing it. I need to look that up and check that out.
Wait. There's a sequel to Train to Busan?
Yeah, or it's a continuation of the storyline or something. I don't know if it's a sequel or in the same universe or whatever, but something about that. Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Mitch will probably know what it's called. But anyway, so Peninsula, there you go. Yep. I knew it started with a P, but I didn't know what P it started with. So
I gotta see that then.
Do we want to do anything else you want to say about this movie? Do we want to roll for the next movie or what? What do you want to do?
Movie was awesome. I need to watch more Korean films, and I want Haeomak's sword. That's all.
Okay, so that's it. So you ready? All right. So you ready to roll for the next movie?
Hi, sensei.
Hi. Okay. All right. So for the folks that haven't been in here before, our new Australian friends, the way we pick movies to review is we literally roll dice, and we roll dice to determine.
We roll them dice
to determine what streaming service we use, either Hulu or Netflix or Amazon Prime. And then we roll to determine the genre, and then we roll a percentage dice to figure out what movie in that genre we're going to pick. So we literally pick movies at random to watch. We're going to do that, and I like to roll all my dice because it sounds funny. So, all right. So my first on the 20-sided die, I rolled an 11. So that would be Hulu.
Uh-huh.
All right, and then we'll roll the 10-sided dice. Where's the 10-sided dice for the genre? And I rolled a 5, which is comedy.
Oh, finally, I make it to laugh.
All right, and now we're going to roll the percentage dice for the movie, and I rolled a 27. So I'm going to go and look up the 27th movie in the comedy section of Hulu, and I will be right back.
Hopefully it'll be something good.
Let's see. Okay. So apparently we're going to watch a movie called Assassination Nation. And I'm going to pull it up on IMDb over here on my phone.
For a second there, I thought you were going to say Assassination Classroom, and I'm like, that's an anime. What are you talking about?
So we're going to watch Assassination Nation, which is from 2018, and the quick little promo quote about it is, after a malicious data hack exposes the secrets of the perpetually American town of Salem, chaos descends, and 4 girls must fight to survive while coping with a hack themselves. And the picture shows 4 girls with blood on them and swords and stuff. So
the
apparently,
heck?
But it falls into the genres of action, comedy, crime, drama, horror, and thriller.
So basically everything.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh man.
So
yes, we're gonna watch this. Have you, Jago? Have you seen Assassination Nation? Have you seen that? I knew Mitch probably had already seen it. He's like, oof, again, that's a movie. So we've had a couple of good movies the
We
last
are
few.
here in the assassination nation.
We've had a couple of good movies the last few weeks, but apparently we don't have a good one now. So that's not going to be good. So anyway, yeah. So that's it. It stars people that I don't know. Odessa Young, Abra, Suki Waterhouse, Hari Neff. I don't know who those people are. It was written and directed by Sam Levinson. I've heard that name before, but I can't think of what he's known for. Maybe I'm thinking Barry Levinson. Maybe it's his.
Who's that?
He did a lot of he's done a lot of classic things. So maybe Sam is his less talented younger brother. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. We've got 14 seconds before the nuclear alarm thing goes off. And I'm actually
So
gonna...
maybe we should just end it here.
No, because I like to play that. So, and I didn't want to hit that. So, where's my son? Because see, if I had a stream deck, I wouldn't be having these problems.
Then
At
Dad,
all.
save up and get a stream deck.
I know. I need to start a Patreon so that somebody can do that for me. So okay, so all right. So our timer's going off. So now our nuclear meltdown is going to go down. And so then after that, we're going to get out of here, and we're going to have a good time. And I want to go play some Xbox and all that kind of good stuff. So now let me find our outro music, and we're going to get out of here. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We really liked having folks come in here. Thanks for the new followers.
From all over the world.
From literally all over the world. And... dude, we just hang out and have a good time. Connor lives across the country now, so this is the only time we get a chance to hang out and talk nerdy stuff, and it's fun to have fellow nerds hang out with us and talk about the same stuff and give us more fun things to talk about and laugh about. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll be back next Friday, same time, 8 p.m. on Twitch for the Gene Pool Variety Hour. So thanks for watching, and until next time...
Remember, stay nerdy, my friends. And also a quick shout out to my players. Remember, when we're starting playing at 3 p.m. our time, that's about 6 a.m. your time.
Little advertisement there.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead, dance.
Hell?
You gotta dance. I
am dancing.
Y'all have a good night, guys. See you later.
Peace.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.